Today marks 2 years since the January 6th attacks at the U.S. Capitol. A mob of supporters of former President Donald Trump stormed the building, seeking to overturn the results of the 2020 election. 9 people died as a result of the attacks. News4JAX anchor Tarek Miner is joining us as President Biden honored 12 people who fought to keep people safe during the attacks and did that with Presidential Citizens Medals.
It was exactly 2 years ago today, the attack at the U.S. Capitol. And today, President Biden marked the day with a solemn tribute to fallen law enforcement officers. Members of the House, they held a service on the Capitol steps. The FBI's investigation into who took part of the insurrection is far from over. We spoke with a local government law attorney about today's significance. He says it will forever be remembered as a dark day in American history.
Now I invite the families and loved ones of the officers who are no longer with us to read their names.
Brian David Sicknick.
2 years after the January 6th riot, one by one, families of the officers are honored at the U.S. Capitol. President Biden today awarding the Presidential Citizens Medals to 12 individuals who were integral in holding the line in the face of an angry mob.
You held the line that day, and what was on the line was our democracy, and history will remember your names.
Locally, 9 people from North Florida were arrested for taking part in the insurrection. Nationally, 934 defendants are facing criminal charges. As former President Trump sticks to his election lies that there was widespread cheating in the 2020 election, political experts hope a series of actions by Congress will keep something like this from ever happening again.
I think what you've seen Congress do in the last couple of years is take action through the Electoral Count Act, through the focus and the investigation to try and make sure that January 6th won't happen again in the future.
Political expert and government law attorney Chris Hand says reforms to the Electoral Count Act should lead to a much more orderly transfer of power following the 2024 presidential election. Hand says January 6th was a searing day in the United States, anticipating that every year America will remember those who lost their lives and the fight for fair and free elections.
Those law enforcement officers who were defending the Capitol on January 6th were protecting democracy, protecting the people's right to choose, which is vital to our democracy. So it's entirely appropriate that they be honored and continue to be honored for the heroic work they did on that day, which, as you know, very sadly resulted in the loss of life and injury.
5 people died. More than 140 police officers were injured on January 6th. The January 6th committee has recommended that the Justice Department file criminal charges against former President Donald Trump for insurrection, obstruction of an official proceeding, and conspiracy to defraud the United States government.